you believe in time to sing it down. Bows down.
Welcome Talking to Our Souls. We're back again every Monday night at 8 p.m. I'm Steve Henn, and over there we have who?
Mr. Av Chimchimedy Singh.
Does chimchimedy, is that an Indian word, chimchimedy? Or can't you say chimchimney?
That's from, what's his name, innit?
In it?
Disney
What's
movie?
No, but that's chimchimney, not chimchimedy. Chimchimedy? I thought chimchimedy was some sort of ethnic sort of special word, and you're being very clever.
That's the way he said it.
Hey, can I have some chimchimedy? Can I have some pillow rice with that as well?
No, it's the way he had a weird Cockney accent, didn't he? He couldn't say it.
Yeah, but I'm sure he never said chimchimedy. I'm going to have to look at that.
Chimchimedy.
Chimchimedy.
It's what Boris says to Zahawi Javid. Chimchimedy. Chimchimedy. No, please, Mr. Boris Johnson. That's being quite racist, aren't you? No?
Boris is not racist. Boris, didn't he admit to having 6 children?
7, wasn't it? Lying bastard. He's got more than that.
I know. I think he said, "Oh, yeah, I actually have got 6 children. 7 if he includes the fucking country that he doesn't care about."
The only thing he cares about is emptying his sack.
During the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, Boris Johnson was working as a refuge collector. Because otherwise, when Av says emptying his sack, people are going to think that he's talking about spurting semen.
Oh, God. Wish I didn't say it now. You know, but when
he's Father Christmas. That's Boris Johnson is Father Christmas.
Thing is,
did he actually say the other day, we won't be cancelling Christmas again? Again.
I was going to say that when he was moving his minister around and was talking about he's going to give you the sack, a totally different meaning around the cabinet. Boris is going to give you the sack. Oh, not the tea bagging again.
Oh God! I've just had a picture of Hancock and Johnson teabagging.
Steve,
that's just wrong. Why? Why have you done that?
You've made me just twice.
I haven't. It's those Bramley apple turnovers from Morrison's that are doing it. All right. Okay. If you want to go back to politics, try this one then. Kilograms and pounds. Because we're now Old Frosty, I'm going to call him Old Frosty, the Brexit czar, has says now that we can change the laws back. We can bring back pounds and ounces instead of kilograms. Children are being brought up going to school, learning all their weights and measures in kilograms, right? When I was at school, I don't know if it was the same for you because I'm a little older, it was pounds and ounces. So I still think of things as pounds and ounces.
I do. I think of pounds and ounce and kilograms and grams.
Oh, Christ. You're very multicultural, aren't you?
I'm in that generation where it was kind of crossing over, I think. So
yeah. But if they change it again and bring back pounds and ounces into schools, so it's taught in schools, then everyone's going to be mixed up again. It's pointless.
You're talking about schools and bringing stuff back in. It was a couple of weeks ago. They were talking about Boris wants to push that they teach Latin in all schools.
Yes. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, precisely. Because it's. I think what their argument was it's because Latin is difficult. Like not many people get Latin anymore. So they feel that if it's taught in schools, then more people will find it more entertaining and more exciting. I went to, my son was at Cambridge, he's now at Oxford, and I don't like talking about it. I went to a formal meal, and they did the grace in Latin. And I was talking to my son about it, and he was saying, I have no idea what it says. Nobody knows what it is. They just learn it. They don't know what they're saying. They just learn it. And then they say it. I don't get, what's the point? You're right. That is exactly right. What is the point of it? If the children coming up are taught Latin at school, I can't see them wanting to learn. How many children, unless they really, really want to learn German, French or Spanish?
How about teach the fuckers English?
Yeah, no. You're right. Teach them fucking something, and it's not the teacher's fault. I'm a big supporter of teachers, and I think they get a bad deal. But we've got a new education secretary now, haven't we? So it's obviously going to be better now.
Oh, Steve.
Who is it? Is it Nadhim Zahawi?
Well, I'll say to you, Steve. Yeah. He was the vaccine minister. See what's going on there, Steve? He was a vaccine minister, and then made him the education minister. So what's going to happen to our kids with the vaccine minister? Hey?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that he's gonna jab our children?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he was Nicki Minaj, you'd be very concerned for their testicles, wouldn't you?
If he was Nicki Minaj, I'd be very concerned. Full stop.
But
he's got a funny moustache, hasn't he?
He's originally. It's strange because he's originally. I didn't know this. He's originally from Iraq.
Why in Iraq? Is he really?
Apparently.
From Iraq to Stratford-upon-Avon.
I know.
Bloody hell. I feel a bit more compassionate towards him now.
I don't know. He came over as a kid.
All right, maybe not.
He came over as a kid. And all of a sudden, I say all of a sudden, but he's like, he doesn't sound very Iraqi, does he?
I bet he can't play tennis either.
He dropped that accent pretty quick to get into the Conservative Party, didn't he?
Oh, living in Stratford-upon-the-Avon. It's gonna do it to you. I didn't know he was from Iraq. I'm gonna give him a little bit more. Well, if he came over when he was a child, it's still giving him time to be.
I think
bent
I'm
as a nine bob.
I'm gonna write a letter to Preeti Patel and say he's illegal.
That's a very good idea. Also, put in a word for me.
What?
My mate fancies you. but please don't ever talk to him. Don't talk to him.
If she read that letter, she'd probably say, "What's wrong with him?" Do your kids know that you got this thing for a free?
Well, it depends if they listen to this. I think they've got much better things to do with their life than listen to Talking to Our Souls. New episode drops every Monday at 8 p.m. You can follow us on Spotify or Facebook or YouTube.
I'm a bit disappointed that Gavin Williamson's gone, actually.
Yeah, me too. We're
going to struggle for stuff to say.
Well, yeah, even Rabb's gone. Rabb now is Lord Chancellor, the Justice Secretary, and Deputy Prime Minister. He's gone from one job that he fucks up to 3 jobs he can fuck up.
When he was deputising for Boris, he probably thinking,
yeah.
I wish he'd died then. I bet
Boris?
exactly what he was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, please, because I think a lot of people were thinking they wish Boris had died so that Rabb could get in, but Rabb would have been I was going to say more of a disaster than Boris. No, I don't know. Boris has a look about him, which is awful now. He has a little shifty look up when he says something that's sort of, and it's quite hard. I don't like. It's made me think that he's possessed, and it's not his fault.
Well, give him a hard time, but his mum did pass away this week.
Yeah, what's it say? Faye said, that's Sir Keir Starmer. I'm sorry that your mum died. And he started to attack him back, and he goes, and I'd like to thank him for his sympathy and support. But he was going to go straight in with the answer to the question, which was not an answer.
He called him something today. What was it? He called him Captain.
Oh yeah. Hindsight. They like to call him Captain Hindsight.
Right, and I saw that bit because Captain Hindsight, and then all the backbenchers behind him went, oh, like at school kids, when school kids when he said something to his mum, everyone goes, oh, it's like the whole,
They had no masks on, so that's why they could go, oh.
But it's like something out of school.
Because they're not allowed to clap, are they? So they have to make funny noises. But it's a disgrace. I think the whole thing is a disgrace at the moment. But we've got a whole new. We're trying to talk about all these new people that are now our ministers, but they're still as incompetent as the ones they've replaced. The girl from blooming I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Nadhim, she's in charge of fucking culture, and she wants us to have more Dad's Army and more Ain't Half Hot Mum shows.
Is that what she said?
Distinctively British TV shows will be largely mandated under new ruling being drawn up. Distinctively British. What does that mean? Distinctively British. Alf Garnett? Love Thy Neighbour?
Alf Garnett was more of a send-up, wasn't it, of a racist person?
Yeah, but then it became too much of people didn't understand that it was a send-up, and it became like for the people with less education. Dominic Rabb thought that it was actually true.
He's probably thinking, I want to watch that documentary. Let's get Little Britain back on.
Did they apologise for it the other day? Did I read?
Some of it, didn't they? Some of it.
I don't think you should apologise for it. That's the sign of the times.
Yeah.
It's like slavery. You shouldn't apologise for that.
Yeah, you might want to cut that bit out.
Bit of controversy there. No. What I'm trying to say is, like, they did a TV show which people loved at the time, and I don't think they should apologise. I think people apologising for slavery when it happened years ago, they should apologise. There's better things they should apologise for that they're fucking up and doing horribly wrong now. That's what I mean. Too much?
Yeah.
I've been drinking the rum. Fine, fuck it.
But it does make me think, what kind of shows would he watch?
Distinctively British TV shows?
I like Neighbours.
Yes. Mind you, have you noticed most of the Neighbours cast are in EastEnders these days?
Are they?
She's going to be a waste of space as culture secretary. Oh, there's got to be good. What's the good news this week? Come on. We should have a good news story to finish on.
What's the good news?
You haven't got stuck on the motorway when these people were lying down and saying, you know, get your roof insulated.
Did you see that the coppers?
I haven't seen much of the. I've listened, but I've not seen much of the news.
The first time they did it, the coppers actually stopped the traffic for them to get out and sit on the road. And they're saying, if you need any help, if you need any assistance, just let us know. I'm thinking,
excellent.
I'm thinking, what the bloody hell is going on here? I thought if those protesters were probably black or Asian, they'd be beating the shit out of them.
I did see them lying across, and I thought, because I heard that they were just blocking the exits off on the roundabouts, and then I saw them lying across the three carriageways. But a lot of people in London are moaning like fuck, but I think most people who don't use the M25 don't give a shit.
I'll be honest with you, I think the M25 would have got jammed anyway if they were there or not.
Yeah, I think every time I've been on the M25, I've never gone through it swiftly, apart from 3 o'clock in the morning, but that doesn't count.
I was wondering how much pollution would they contribute to all those cars just standing idly?
Most people would be ecologically minded to turn their engines off.
Steve, I'm addicted to watching GB News.
I wanted to talk about that. I didn't even have time because, like, your main man has left after doing 8 shows.
But he was on. He'll come back as a guest, and he was talking to Nigel Farage yesterday. And you know what Nigel was saying, Steve?
Is it about no more lockdowns for him?
Well, he was saying he's going. If it wasn't for Brexit, we would not have this AUKUS, right? And you know how we do like a swift segue into a totally random subject, right?
Underpants on submarines.
That's it. Yeah. So they're talking about very serious AUKUS, and all this. A new partnership. Now on GB News, we're going to talk about the Brotherhood of Man, one of the most popular popular groups on Eurovision.
Why Brotherhood? No, they never said Brotherhood of Man.
You did.
No. Why would they say that? Why Brotherhood of Man out of every? Oh, because of ABBA.
I don't know. I just thought it was just that from that to that, right? And then half an hour later, that Peter Shilton on there, because he's very current, of course.
Peter Shilton.
Peter Shilton, with his wife, talking about his gambling problems that he had, which was quite serious. But where do you ever see Peter Shilton these days?
I don't know. I mean, I was always disappointed when they left Seaman on the bench. Nigel Farage, I will not obey any more lockdowns. I'd agree with him though. Not that I wouldn't obey. I think it would be a horrendous thing for everybody's state of. I don't want to say state of mind because I think people now who use mental. I think they say, "Oh, it's not good for people's mental well-being." I get annoyed with people like that because there's people before lockdown who had horrendous mental issues and problems, and we just seem to like be roping in like, you know, maybe I can't go on holiday for 2 years, or maybe I can't go to the shops for a week, as though it's like affecting their mental well-being, and it does annoy me.
In the shop today, woman bumped into a chap that she hadn't seen for a while. Oh, hello. She goes, how are you doing? They're talking, nattering away. And he goes, oh, I haven't seen you for ages. What have you been up to today? I'll just come back from holiday. He goes, no. Where did you go? And he went, you went to Skegness. And he goes, oh, you're so lucky. Right.
Have you been to Skegness?
I was like, I was thinking to myself, is that a lockdown situation where it's like, you know, in a normal circumstances, you going to Skegness wouldn't have been such a big deal. I'm saying this lockdown, if you're going to Skegness, that's the new middle class days.
Yeah. That's it. The definition of middle class now. Skegness. If you've been to Skegness for more than 5 days, you're middle class.
If you're Scampy, you're upper class.
No, you're not. White bait would be more upper class.
I never tried it. It doesn't appeal to me.
Scampi is fish as well, but it's usually cut up and put into like breaded balls. Whereas white bait are smaller fish like anchovies, and they're just like breaded, and you eat the whole fish. I like white bait.
I feel like fish and chips now. I think we need to call it a day, Steve.
I went to the fish and chip shop the other night. I said, "Can I have fish and chips twice?" They said, "I heard you the first time."
Do you know? Age people can't say
I do.
Fish.
I'm aware of them. They can't say fish.
Yeah, you say piss.
Asian people can't say fish.
You say piss. I'll be wanting the piss, please. Yeah, you want fish and chips? No, just a piss. I ain't got a fucking toilet here, mate. Fish and chips.
So, all right, okay. Is this true? Are you saying that's what Asian people pronounce fish as piss?
Some.
Is it pish with a H?
Yeah.
Pish.
Some Asian people can't say it.
Okay. All right. In that frame of mind, then I want you to ask for a piece of fish.
Can I have a piece of piss?
Are we going to say anything funny before we go?
I was talking to an Indian friend of mine, Steve, and says during lockdown, he goes, "What you been doing?" He goes, "Because I've been watching all the Black Bastards." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I've been watching all the Black Bastards on TV." I said, "You can't say you've been watching Black Bastards on TV." I said, "No, I've not been watching the Black Bastards. I've been watching the Blockbusters."
The Blockbusters on TV. That used to be a bloody video shop as well. That's gone. Thanks to fucking Brexit. I'm proud of this, you can tell. I said, because like, when you're delivering, you got loads of different stuff, and some of the same things happen. Like cat food, you get loads of totes with cat food in. I said, do you know what? I said, I hate delivering this cat food every time I go. Well, not every time. I said, sometimes you go to a house full of kids and you've got loads of cat food and you leave it on the doorstep and then all the kids say, are we having a cat?
Brownstown, we're with you and